Us in the studio is a key member of the avant-garde movement in Ukraine. She's Ruslana Khazipova, artist, actress, musician, multi-talented. It's a pleasure to meet you, a privilege to meet you. You're a wonderful personality, but the circumstances of our meeting, of course, that you're here because you are a refugee from the war. You left Kyiv at the start of the war. You've been here for the past 4 years. I'm wondering what's going through your mind, having seen our reports, having watching what's going on today, hearing what's going on. What are your thoughts today, Ruslana?
We are making lots of different projects. We try to make different collaborations with different countries to be part of this kind of society, to involve Ukrainian culture, to share with people that we exist, we are Ukrainians, we have our own roots of culture, our own art, and we try to spread it all over the world because it's so important. For example, 10 years ago, people in France, they ask us, so Ukraine, is it Russian colony? Still. So our mission was started since long time ago to tell people that we are something and much earlier than Russian civilization.
Because what we've heard about in the report there, about the way, for instance, the children have been taken from Ukraine, sent to Russia and forced to speak Russian, not Ukrainian. And 2 children there in occupied Ukraine were actually subject to the same kind of restrictions, the suppression of the language. This again,
yes.
Something you can tell us more about. Go ahead.
This is what they did since long time. They always burn our books. They always want to rewrite our history. For them, it was very important that Kievan Rus, it was Russian Rus, but it wasn't like that. So I was born in the Soviet Union, and I still remember my school in Russian language, and I still remember my love to learn Ukrainian language, to read in Ukrainian. And then I studied in a theater university already in Ukrainian course. So it was a bit like a victory for us. But still, we had even now a lot of Russian involved in our society life, even not in a government level, you know. So it's big evil with whom my grandmother lived, had war. After war, Soviet Union, Holocaust, yeah. And my mother and me, we still have this war. My child, he know what it is. So this is long story of very bad communication with Russia.
What are you hoping to achieve through your art, through the things that you are doing? Clearly, you've mentioned about performances you're doing to try to spread the word about Ukraine and what it has and the great cultural heritage that it has, which perhaps has been, in a sense, Russia's tried to suppress that in many ways. You're aiming beyond that. You're looking to sort of really to educate the world about what Ukraine is.
Yep. We are here to show people that we are not victims. We are sacrifice our lives to protect freedom and democracy for all over the world, because we know that not only Russia want to destabilize this world, also China and Iran and different kind of dictatorship countries with whom we need to fight in different ways, because it's not only soldiers, it's internet bot, chat bot, different kind of people who want to destabilize this situation. And we are here just to show people, like, if I can say, like example, how you can resist in this world. And the main idea, to unite people to resist this evil.
Because resistance is something that within the occupied areas of Ukraine is difficult, because people are putting themselves very much at risk. What you're doing through art is a different kind of resistance, isn't it? But nonetheless, one that perhaps could reach an even bigger audience.
Of course, it's a big experience for us, because normally people don't want to come to the show and listen about horrible situation in different parts of Ukraine, because they can hear it in the news channels and different kind of apps and news apps, and they can scroll it. But when they are in black box, they cannot hide their hearts, and that's why how we can speak with people through our hearts.
So what you're doing through your stage performances, through the music, through everything we've seen the images of how you perform and how the whole act looks. It's a question of really telling the story of Ukraine in that sense, the story of what's happening now.
Yes, yes, and we are always was political, very political bands, of course, for sure, because we have this question since long time, and it's one of the most important question which we always not tell people how to do, but ask people what you think about that. It's question about human, who we are, what we are doing with ourselves, with our neighbors, with refugees, with enemies, I don't know. And this is the first question, actually. Why we are making so much evil in this world?
Ruslana, we need to leave it there. I could talk to you all night because you're fascinating and what you're doing is extremely important, but sadly time is against us.
Yeah.
Ruslana Khazipova, Ukrainian artist, actress, musician, multi-talented, key member of the avant-garde in Ukraine. Thank you for joining us here.
Thank you for
in
invitation.
France.
Thank you. It's very important. Thank you, friends, for your support. It's very important for all Ukrainians in Ukraine and here in France. And Ensemble Nous Devons.
Ruslana, thank you very much indeed for being with us. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you very
good
much.
luck. Slava Ukraini.
Героям слава.
Thank you. Next, the